every fairy aura explained. If you've ever looked across a moonlit meadow and wondered why one fairy glows emerald while another shimmers violet, you've come to the right place. Today, we're exploring every known fairy aura, what each one reveals about a fairy's personality, natural gifts, and spiritual abilities. Remember, this knowledge comes from fairy tradition. Humans cannot see fairy auras. They may sense a fairy's presence as warmth, luck, or a strange feeling in the air, but the colors themselves are invisible to mortal eyes. Only fairies can truly perceive another fairy's aura. Let's begin with the most common colors and work toward the rarest. Red. Red is one of the oldest and strongest aura colors. About one fairy in 5 carries some shade of crimson. Red fairies are natural protectors. They are brave, stubborn, and nearly impossible to intimidate. They don't always enjoy fighting, but they never run from it when someone else needs protecting. Spiritually, a red aura anchors itself to the root bloom, the first magical center beneath every fairy's wings. Because of this, red fairies recover from magical exhaustion much faster than most. They can also sense danger several heartbeats before it happens, though many mistake this ability for instinct. As they grow older, experienced red fairies become known as shield hearts because hostile magic seems to weaken around them. Orange. Orange auras belong to inventors, explorers, and artists. Around one fairy in 8 shines with warm amber or bright tangerine light. Orange fairies see possibilities where others see obstacles. They're famous for creating new spells, unusual potions, and entirely new styles of wing dancing. Their spiritual gift is called spark calling. Sometimes, an orange fairy dreams about an invention days or even years before it is created. Many of fairy civilization's greatest discoveries first appeared in the dreams of orange aura fairies. Orange auras brighten whenever their owner follows genuine curiosity rather than seeking praise. Yellow. Yellow is the aura of wisdom in progress. Unlike purple fairies who seek mysteries, yellow fairies seek understanding. They ask endless questions, collect forgotten stories, and preserve history before it disappears. Yellow fairies have remarkably clear memories. Elders say they can remember conversations from centuries earlier, almost word for word. Some scholars believe yellow auras leave tiny magical echoes inside every meaningful experience, allowing those memories to remain vivid forever. Spiritually, yellow fairies possess quiet sight. This allows them to notice invisible magical patterns that others overlook. Hidden paths, broken enchantments, and ancient runes often reveal themselves first to yellow eyes. Green. Green is perhaps the gentlest aura. Nearly every forest village has several green fairies caring for gardens, rivers, and injured creatures. Green personalities are patient, nurturing, and deeply empathetic. They dislike unnecessary conflict and often become the trusted mediators between rival fairy families. Their greatest spiritual talent is living harmony. Flowers bloom more quickly around them. Sick trees recover faster. Animals become unusually calm in their presence. Some legendary green fairies were said to restore entire forests simply by singing beneath the oldest trees. Blue auras are calm like still lakes, but deep like the ocean beneath them. Blue fairies speak carefully and rarely waste words. Others naturally trust them because blue auras almost never tolerate deception. Older blue fairies gradually develop echo listening. They can hear emotions hidden behind spoken words, making lies sound strangely hollow, while honest voices carry a clear musical resonance. Blue fairies are often chosen as judges because they rarely allow anger or excitement to cloud their decisions. Purple is where things become much rarer. Only about one fairy in 40 develops a true violet aura. Purple personalities are thoughtful, imaginative, and fascinated by ancient mysteries. They spend more time watching stars than attending festivals, and often disappear for weeks while studying forgotten ruins or distant mountains. Their spiritual abilities are among the strongest of any aura. Purple fairies frequently experience prophetic dreams. They can sometimes glimpse possible futures, though never with perfect certainty. The future appears to them as countless glowing threads rather than a single fixed path. Powerful purple fairies eventually learn whisper walking, allowing their spirits to briefly visit dreams while their bodies remain asleep. Pink auras are frequently misunderstood by young fairies. They do not represent romance. Pink represents unconditional compassion. These fairies possess remarkable emotional intelligence. They understand feelings that others struggle to express and instinctively know how to comfort frightened or grieving hearts. Spiritually, pink fairies emit what is known as the gentle field. Angry emotions naturally soften around them. Arguments become easier to resolve. Even frightened woodland beasts relax enough to accept help. Some ancient stories claim that no curse fueled entirely by hatred can survive long in the presence of a fully awakened pink aura. White is extraordinarily rare. Only about one fairy in 500 ever develops one. A white aura forms only after every part of a fairy's spirit reaches balance. Courage without recklessness, wisdom without pride, compassion without weakness, power without ambition. White fairies appear strangely luminous even in complete darkness because their aura reflects starlight rather than creating its own. Their greatest spiritual gift is purification. Corrupted magic simply loses its strength near them. Enchanted illnesses fade. Broken magical bonds can sometimes be repaired. Even ancient curses begin unraveling if exposed to a white aura for long enough. Despite these gifts, white fairies are often humble and avoid positions of authority. Black is even rarer and far more mysterious. Many inexperienced fairies mistakenly believe black means darkness or evil. Nothing could be further from the truth. A true black aura represents completion rather than destruction. These fairies understand endings better than beginnings. They guide fading magic peacefully back into the earth and comfort spirits preparing for their final journey. Their personalities tend to be quiet, patient, and surprisingly warm once they trust someone. Black fairies possess shadow peace, allowing them to enter places saturated with chaotic or cursed magic without being consumed by it. Instead of destroying darkness, they absorb and settle it until balance returns naturally. Ancient fairy kingdoms often entrusted sacred relics to Black Aura guardians because greed and corruption rarely influence their hearts. Rainbow. Finally, there is the rainbow aura. So few rainbow fairies have existed that historians disagree on the exact number. Some records claim only 73 have ever lived. Others believe there have been fewer than 20. Every witness agrees on one thing: no rainbow aura ever looks exactly alike. The colors constantly shift, flowing like living light, sometimes revealing shades no fairy has words to describe. A rainbow fairy has mastered every lesson represented by every other aura without trying to master them. They became brave without seeking glory, wise without seeking knowledge alone, compassionate without expecting reward, and powerful without craving power. Their spiritual ability is called the chorus. Instead of casting magic alone, a rainbow fairy unconsciously strengthens the magic of every nearby fairy. Red fairies become braver. Green fairies heal more completely. Purple fairies see farther into possibility. White fairies cleanse more deeply. A rainbow fairy is less like a single brilliant light and more like the sunrise itself, allowing every other light to shine brighter. Some fairy philosophers believe the rainbow aura is not actually the final stage of spiritual growth. They believe it is simply the point where a fairy stops growing only for themselves and begins helping every other fairy grow as well. Perhaps that is why rainbow fairies almost never realize how extraordinary they have become. By the time the colors finally appear, they have long since stopped caring what color their aura is. And those are the 9 known fairy aura colors, each reflecting a different path through magic rather than a different amount of it. Whether your aura burns red, blossoms green, glows violet, or shines with one of the rarer colors, remember that an aura isn't decided by birth alone. It changes with every promise you keep, every lesson you learn, every act of kindness you choose and every challenge you overcome. Among fairies, there's an old saying that every young sprite hears at least once. Don't chase a brighter aura. Become a brighter fairy, and your aura will follow. If you enjoyed this guide to fairy folklore, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more magical lore, and let me know in the comments which aura you think you'd have if you were born a fairy. Until next time, may your wings stay strong, your magic stay true, and your aura always shine in its own way.